Yeah, yeah.
And then Jonathan Freeman, who was on the shoot at the time, the DP, said the only problem is in episode 6 when it snows, we need to have it overcast, otherwise sun with snow isn't going to work, it's going to look funny. And so we came back and we had multiple discussions, apart from the fact Dubrovnik didn't want to let us burn it down.
That wasn't there.
We decided that we were going to build the entire set. The problem we had was that the set was in a car park.
It was astonishing. Look at that. The ash falling rather than the snow. Well, it's snow as well, isn't it?
Favourite scenes that Fabs has shot.
How did she lose the horse?
How did she lose the horse? Well,
did the horse get killed or something?
no, she never had the horse.
Oh, the horse just pointed the way out and she walked behind it.
She needed to get out of there and it was a long way to go, so we gave her a horse.
Cool.
Very poetic. Yeah. I hate to kind of destroy all of the fan theories.
But isn't fan theory like a bit like equals gossip? As in, if I say it sincerely enough, it means there's some merit to it.
Well,
like my character was a mermaid, and I still don't know where the fuck that came from.
I think that people read into things what they want to read into things, and I'm sure unconsciously I wanted this to be dreamlike. We wanted it to be raining the ash, which is the bodies of all the dead people, and her to be standing in the middle of fire, and so the imagery was purposefully dreamlike. Her face, I saw this thing the other day which was making a comparison between Lim Klimov's Come and See, the little boy in that Russian movie, and Maisie's face in this, which I'm sure I love a Lim Come and See, so I could see the comparison there. Like you do things without thinking about them.
Yeah.
But you also do things for practical reasons. In the script originally, she took out a whole bunch more people before she ran away.
There's the horse.
And took their horse. And then in the end, it was like, we need her to get to a horse. And it became more interesting, the idea that in the midst of all of this really very real destruction, suddenly there's this magical moment where she sees this horse, and the horse, I don't know if I thought of this at the time, but I guess the horse is hope. A little bit.
Oh, I just preempted it. I'm sorry. I thought she'd already got it and lost it. I was going, why did she lose the horse? Because she hasn't fucking found it yet.
For me, the interesting thing is that, especially with a show like this, I guess it happens with any shows that lots of people watch, people start to make up their own theories and stories about why things are. I just remember shooting
it's also
this
they've
shot.
invested 10 years in it, and they feel they own it.
But
a big hand to Camille and all her crowd as well.
Yeah,
who was our horsewoman.
But they also want to, people want to find meaning in all sorts of things, and usually they find things you hadn't even thought of. And I just remember when we were shooting this, particularly that shot where she walks over to him and there's the sun happens to be shining through between them.
Are you slow motion there as well?
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I remember thinking, it's a dream, right?
Wow.
And we levelled King's Landing.
So that was such an amazing structure that they built as well, like all those streets. And
it was awesome. And I remember this season was particularly hard, and this episode was particularly hard because it was trying to figure out what the point of view was, so that it didn't feel like, because in Battle of the Bastards it was kind of about the Jon's journey into darkness, and in this episode there's so many characters coming to their conclusion that it was hard to tell what was the point of view of the story, and eventually the thing we came up with was what have we become, which is, I think, speaks to what you were talking about earlier.